Hello all and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different, which is just about the makeup products that I've been using, what I want to replace, and things that I want to try for this holiday season. I won't be discussing any historical or political information in this video. I will just be talking about makeup. I've done this a few times on TikTok, so I'm excited to bring this to YouTube. And yeah, let's get started. Now, I want to preface this by saying that I am not sponsored by any of the products in this video, unfortunately. But maybe one day I will be. But for now, these are genuinely all the products that I use, and I'm going to give my honest-to-God feedback on every single one of them. I also would like to say that all of the products that I use are BDS-safe, and if you're not familiar, BDS is a boycott, divest, sanctions movement, and none of the products that I buy from, to my knowledge, give money to Israel or illegal Israeli settlements. If you're Israeli and you follow me, please do not take this as a personal offense to you. This is simply my way of not supporting an apartheid regime and not giving my dollars to any companies that profit off of the exploitation of Palestinians. So first we have skincare. Now I have pretty dry skin in the winter time, so I like to moisturize a lot. So I've been using this Innis-free nourishing cream with ginger honey. I like all of their products. They have like a variety of different moisturizers, some that really make your skin look very silky. My only complaint is that their bottles are so tiny for the price, and I personally use a lot of product when I do my makeup and my skincare, so that's the one complaint and grievance that I have. As far as trying other products, I don't have any that I am thinking about right now. If you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. However, I am looking to get a big bottle of water mist, and that's basically just a big spray bottle of water, and I just want to spray it on my face after I apply the moisturizer to lock in any moisture and allow for a better and silkier base when I apply my makeup. Next we have foundation. Now for foundation, I have always struggled with finding a perfect match, and as far as brands go, all the foundations that I currently have, which I barely use, are leftovers of products from brands that I no longer use anymore. So I am looking to get the LYS foundation stick. It looks like it works really well. I love all the other LYS products, including their blush, especially their bronzing sticks, which you see me use in literally every single video. So that's what's on my wish list for this coming holiday. So next on my list would be a contour stick. Now, I don't really use anything specifically for contouring, meaning I use a bronzing stick, which is the one that I use all the time, LYS. I have several different shades of these. For my skin color now, I use the shade Motivate, and it's just a better shade that complements my skin now that it's a lot lighter. It's not as warm as the other tones, so I use it to double as both contour and bronzing. And I don't really care to use any kind of contour gray tone products right now because I feel like my face has been very chiseled, and I prefer to just stick with these bronzing sticks, especially this shade, because I think it doubles as both. Now moving on to concealer. Right now I'm using the Tarte Shape Tapes, and I have two shades of it. Sometimes I mix it, sometimes I just use this shade, which is the shade 29N, and I am really not crazy about this concealer at all. I don't think it's as full coverage as I need. I always have to pack on more, and it's just really not my favorite. So I'm looking to get the Huda Beauty concealer that I've been using for a while that I ran out of. I'm going to try to get the biggest bottle that they have because I'm honestly not a big fan of this Shape Tape. I used to think that it worked really well, but with my makeup routine today, it just does not do the job. Moving on to blush. Now, I have this blush that I got from Thailand, and it's actually kind of embarrassing. This is what's become of it. It's from the brand For You Too, and it's in this shade right here. I believe it's called Daisy. I love this shade so much. It's like an orange coral shade, and this is my go-to blush all the time. However, it's powder, and as you can see, it's in bad shape, and I'm really looking for a liquid blush that I can use. I have been also using this LYS blush, which is fine. I'm not crazy about the shade. It's in the shade Confident. This is what it looks like. It's nice, however, I just feel like it doesn't blend as well as the cream products. And I want a liquid blush that's number one, orange, and then another one that's coral, And I also want something that is more liquidy, that I can just apply directly to the face, that will blend out better. Now, as far as BDS-safe makeup brands go, I really haven't been able to locate any that I have seen that I like so far, but I am on the hunt for that. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Moving on to baking and setting powder. This is what I use. You guys see this all the time. This is my go-to setting powder. I would not trade it up for anything. I have it in several colors. I have the cherry blossom color, which is fine, but I no longer use it because I just feel like I like more of a neutral finish on my makeup. So I stick with this one. It's banana bread and the Easy Bake. I have the large one and I have the small one, which I take around with me all the time. I would recommend the small one for anyone who gets greasy over time because you can just touch up your makeup on the go. Now, I use this in combination with this powder puff, which is new. It's also from Huda Beauty and I like it a lot. It's pretty precise. I like that it's in a triangle because it gets in those areas. But yeah, this is what I have right now. If I was to try anything different, it would definitely be the one size translucent powder because first of all, people are raving over it and I definitely want to try it. And also because I have the one size setting spray, which I love a lot. Moving on to setting spray, this is what I use, the one size setting powder. I get the biggest bottle, I think. This is 3.4 ounces. I take this with me everywhere. I probably spray this onto my face about 2 or 3 times while I do my makeup because I put so much powder, and this just brings back the moisture to my face. So I love this. It locks everything into place. My makeup does not move. If I was to try another setting spray, it would be the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so that would be on my list aside from this, but I don't think that this is going anywhere for now. Next we have finishing powder. Now I have the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder, which is in the shade medium, and unfortunately I was only able to grab the mini version. I want to get the bigger version, but as far as formula and how well it works, I would stick to this. I don't think I have any other ones in mind that I want to get, but this is what it looks like. Again, the only thing I would do is probably get a bigger version of this one. Next we have powder bronzer. Now I have Huda Beauty again. I love this brand. I have it in the shade Deep Tan, and this is her glowish bronzer, but it also kind of doubles as a blush. It's a nice blend of bronzer and blush, and it's in powder form, and I do enjoy it a lot. The only thing I want to do is I want to get a bronzer that is just a bronzer that doesn't have any shades of pink to it, because I do like to use a lot of blush, and sometimes the blush that I use does not match with the shade that this has. I feel like this is a little bit more of a cooler tone, and sometimes I just want to have more of a warm makeup look. So I do want to find a bronzer, a powder bronzer, that is a nice looking bronzer that doesn't have any pink to it. Next we have brows. Now I've been using Refi products and I absolutely love the Refi brow pen. I have it in the shade medium. This brow pencil is so good. The applicator is really, really thin. I don't know if you can see it. I actually had a girl use it in the bathroom once and she said she loved how tiny it is, and it's true. If you're someone who's not that great at drawing on brows, this really gives you a natural look. You just have to be a little bit light-handed, but not even too much or too strategic, and it'll get the job done. I also have this Refi brow gel. Now, I don't love this brow gel, particularly because it leaves behind a white film. However, some makeup artists do use it and do recommend, which is why I bought it in the first place. However, I just don't like that it dries on white and then you have to kind of scrape it off. I feel like it just doesn't give that airbrushed, flawless look that I try to go for. And yeah, so this is not my favorite. If I was to get another brow gel, I would want a clear one. And so far, I don't really have any in mind that I know about, but I am on the lookout for those. Next, we have eyeshadow. Now, I have had this eyeshadow palette since I don't even know how long. This is the Tarte Maneater eyeshadow palette. As you can see, one of the pans actually fell out, but I have been using this eyeshadow palette for God knows how long. I use this a lot because I used to use this to fill in my brows, but today I use these shades right over here, and I really like how it looked on me. I was going for kind of a fall, end of November look, and this has served me very well. It's lasted for so long. The smell is amazing. It just smells like cocoa powder, and the consistency is great. But I do want to try something different, so I want to try 2 different eyeshadows. I want to try the cream eyeshadow in shade Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury, And then I also want to try the Pillow Talk Quad by Charlotte Tilbury as well. I love that whole color palette, and I want to use something new and something that's a little bit more compact. And I do want to add cream shadow to my rotation because I do want to kind of have a more flawless and I guess less dry looking finish to my makeup. Next we have eyeliner, and I do not have any eyeliner right now that I use whatsoever. I just use the Tarte Maneater palette, and I use an angle brush as an eyeliner and probably the darker brown shades. But I do want to get an eyeliner pen from One Size, and there's a shade called Busty Brown. I really want to get that, and hopefully I'll have it before the end of the year, and I'll be using it and trying it for you guys. Finally, we have lip products, and these are my favorite kinds of makeup products to shop for and try. I think that a good lip will tie any makeup look together. Even no makeup, I think if you have your lips done and you have some gloss, you are good to go. So I do not leave the house without this. This is also another Refi product, and this has changed my lip game. So I haven't had lip filler in about a year, and I have absolutely no filler in my lips right now. So I feel like they're really tiny, but instead of going and getting some more filler, I have been using this lip contour stick, and oh my god, the difference that it makes. Every time when I use this in combination with a gloss, my friends ask me if I've gotten filler, and it's like, no, I haven't. I've just contoured my lips and added some gloss to it. So I really love this. It's in the shade Stone, and it's actually called a blur liner, and I again do not leave my house without it. This is what it looks like. The applicator is super nice and easy to use. You don't have to be precise at all. You just have to blend with your finger, and it just makes your lips look so full, especially when you add on a gloss. Now, as far as lip liners go, these are my favorite. Two of them are Huda Beauty. The other one is Simi Haze. All of these have really great texture, and my favorite colors in the Huda Beauty liners are terracotta, which I use the most, and pinky brown if I want more of a nude look. This is what they look like. And then there's a Simi Haze lip liner. This color is so beautiful. It's in the shade Karma, and this liner does not budge. It stays on your lips for so long, no matter what you do. I really do like the texture and the consistency and how long these lip liner last. Plus the colors are perfect. Now, as far as lipstick goes, I don't really use anything that I've gotten in America. A lot of my lip products I've gotten from Japan, and I can go into those if you want, but I don't think that they'll be available here in the US. But if you guys want me to talk about those, just let me know and I will. But as far as lip gloss goes, I use either Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I use this lip gloss, which I think my friend got me from like Five Below. It's like a super basic coconut oil based lip gloss, and this does wonders for my lips. It plumps them and hydrates them and just makes them look so juicy. And then I also use this lip pumper that I got from Japan. It's almost done, as you can see, and I got it like 3 weeks ago. This works really well, but I don't know if it's available in the States, but I do use a lip pumper sometimes. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please comment with your favorite makeup product so far. And if you've used any of the things that I do, again, please let me know if you have any recommendations for any of the makeup products that I'm looking for, or if you have anything that you want me to try, I'll be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video with any makeup lovers that you know. I will leave the names of all the products that I mentioned in the description below, and I will see you on the next video.